Morning, everyone. What a day today. Sun shining. -2, -3. Nice brisk morning. So I come up to the woods today to keep you guys up in tune what's going on. My last video, if you want to go back to that, my rant, I guess you want to call it, was a very frustrating day for me when I heard the news about our markets and the ups and downs and whatever. My decision whether I should cut the wood or whether I shouldn't cut the wood. Well, as you can see behind me, we decided to cut the wood. We did find a market for our pulp. Not a very good one, but we did find a market, and I guess for now we should be happy to get rid of it. It's going to be an overseas market. I was told it's going to be used for a biomass over in Europe somewhere. So it's the best we can hope for. My frustration with this is I wish we could find our own local markets for our pulpwood locally, whether it's used for for in the industry for the power plants, our electrical power plants, for a supplement for coal, something that would back away our coal emissions, and I think we're moving towards that. It's just going to take some time. This might take a few years, but I think in time you'll see markets for our poor grade wood. They might be small markets, but you know what? We can handle that. I'll be honest with saying our woods in Nova Scotia needs a bit of a break as far as harvesting, and if we had a few smaller markets around for our poor grade wood, I think that's probably the better answer. But anyway, first of all, my last video, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you very much. All your comments. I feel, everybody says, I feel your pain. All over in this United States and everywhere these people were commenting from, they were all going through the same situation as we are. So we're not the only ones here that are going through this. Times are changing, and it's the way it is. So, and getting back to some of the other comments about what to do with the wood at the time. We were talking where I was unsure whether we had the market for our pulpwood, our low-grade wood. We cannot cut wood here in Nova Scotia without having a market for pulpwood, and I'm going to show you and explain to you why. I'll show you some piles that the processor has processed up, and explain to you why. We just don't. Our wood is different than some of your guys. Out west, we don't have. Our wood is small diameter, so some trees, that's all you get out of them, pulpwood, and they're over mature and they're done. They need to be cut, rotten in the butt, whatever. I know it's hard to explain where we have small diameter wood. Some of you people think, well, just let it grow. Well, the wood we're cutting right now is over 100 years old. It's over mature. It's small diameter because of the type of ground we're on. It's black spruce, a lot of it, some balsam fir through it. So you won't even be able to see the growth rings in it. It's so tight. So it's over mature. It needs cut. Yes, it's small diameter, but that's why we need our pulp marker, or a pulp marker, or a low-grade market for our wood, whether it be for biomass, pulp mill, so on, for energy, whatever. So I just want to show you guys some of the piles the processor has made and explain why we need our pulp market, because, oh yeah, I want to get back to, some people say leave your pulpwood standing, cut your logs and your studs and your hardwood, and go back later and get your pulp. Every tree we cut has a stick of pulp, at least 1 or 2 sticks of pulp in it. So for us to leave the pulp, we're either going to leave the slash and the pulpwood on the ground for the trees that we do get logs out of, or studwood. You know where I'm going with this. We need it. We have to cut it. It would be way too much waste just to leave it in the woods, and then some people are doing that. But I'm just going to show you a pile right in front of me of slash that the processor made and took every stick out of it. Okay, that's a pretty, it's hard to tell from here, but that's a pretty big pile of slash. But that's every stick of wood taken out of it. Is there another stick of hardwood in there? Yes, there is, I know. But the processor couldn't take it out, so that's part of the game. But you can see, there's nothing left. There's not a 8-foot stick of pulpwood in there. It's all taken out of there. And just some hardwood tops. There's Log Dog. So on the other pile of this slash, we have the hardwood that he took out of it. Look at the poor grade hardwood. That needed cut. Over here, by Millie, there's all the pulpwood that he made out of this buncher pile. And over here, right behind Millie, right there, there's the studwood. There's another pile of hardwood over there, right on the other side. I'll show you a couple other. But right here is our pile of studwood. Right here is our pile of pulpwood. There's solubles. We can sell it. There's wood that was in the question before. That pile there is bigger than that pile. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sticks of studwood and all that pulpwood just to get that studwood, just to get that soluble. That is why we need our pulp market right there. It's self-explanatory. I'll show you a couple more piles. So here's a pretty good example right here. 2 logs, 2 sticks of studwood where Porter's standing. Look at this pile of pulpwood that we had to make to get 2 logs and 2 sticks of studwood. There was a dead tree in amongst there, no bark on it, no good for anything, and a bunch of little tops from these trees here that made the logs and the studwood. So that pile here is bigger than these 2 piles, or these 2 little piles. That's why we need our pulp market. And I'm not going to go on any more about it, but it's a frustrating thing, and I just wanted to show you guys how it's done here. So I just wanted to show you guys how it's done here, and get back to what I was talking about the last video. So I want to thank everybody for all you new subscribers for coming into my channel, our channel, and there's lots of more videos coming of processing and the whole process of getting this wood to roadside. Things are wet here now, so as far as putting the wood roadside right now is not going to happen for a couple of months probably. The goal right now is just to get the wood down, the down hurricane wood cleaned up, and get it to the point where we can get it roadside when it dries up. Anyways, signing out. Here's some footage of the process of processing these piles that I just showed you. Piles like that. Show you how we do it here. All the sorts as he's processing it. Big Dan's the harvester here, doing the harvesting. Big Dan's runs all the gear himself. He's his own owner operator. He's got a feller buncher. processor and a porter, and he runs all three pieces of gear by himself. It's part of the other frustrations here in Nova Scotia, finding good operators to run gear. So sometimes it's just easier to run your own and be done with it. So that's what he does now. Footage I'm going to show you. Danny has a 153 FABTEK, 2001 FABTEK with a 154 knife KETO head. Really nice combination for a processor, harvester processor, and it's an oldie but a goodie. He keeps it in good shape, so he keeps continuing to run it. It's got, I know it's well over 20,000 hours on it. I think I asked him last year before, how many hours it had on it. It had over 20,000 then, so I imagine it's got 25,000 or so on it now. I don't know, but just keep fixing them up and keep running them. That's how we do it here. There's no new gear being bought hardly. So anyways, thank you for all you new subscribers from the last video. Thank you for listening to my rant and the frustrations, but and thank you for the people that commented. I didn't actually realize that so many other states and provinces, areas over in Europe even, are having the same issues. I didn't realize it was so spread out, I guess is the best way to say. But anyway, thanks guys. Have a nice day. See ya.